Hey guys, Andrew Finney here. Today we're going to talk about something that impacts all of us, specifically how to qualify for better deals and better rates. Inflation is high, interest rates are jumping, and home prices are off the charts. If you want to get this right, we got to talk about your credit score. With ScoreMaster, the average score increases 61 points in 20 days. But the real question is it right for you? So let's address the elephant in the room. What makes ScoreMaster different, and is it right for you? Joining us today is Jimena Cortez, who is the Vice President of Product Partnerships with Consumer Direct, the company that built ScoreMaster. Jimena, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Andrew, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited to talk to you and your audience about ScoreMaster and how to really get their best credit score, but as quickly as possible, especially with what's going on. I mean, in the economy, your credit's always been important, but I feel like now it's even more important because the savings are even bigger when you have a better score.
It is. It's really massive. And with the average credit score out there right now, generally between like 640 to 650, being able to jump that up to the 680 plus mark is going to start knocking off tens of points on a mortgage interest. And while tens of points don't sound like much, they do turn into hundreds of dollars over the course of a mortgage and thousands of dollars over the course of a year. So I'd be excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I actually did this calculation a couple days ago. If you're buying a $500,000 home, right, $500,000, and your score was like the 620 to 639 range, if you were just able to get that up 100 points, going to like 750 range, you would save $500 a month on your mortgage. That's a lot of money. $500 a month could be a car payment, right? And over the life of the loan, we're looking at $180,000 that you're going to pay more just because of that point difference. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And if you can do 61 points in just 20 days with ScoreMaster, you're already over 60% of the way there. So
yeah,
tell us some more about this, because I know that whenever I jumped on and created my account, the first thing that stood out to me was what you guys call Privacy Master. And with the Privacy Master, I think I actually sent you emails like, oh my God,
you did.
This because it was 19 things that came up as saying somebody is selling your personal information. I thought, what the? You know? And I thought, I didn't expect that from a credit score tool like yours. So it was so powerful, and I'm so excited for you to jump into the demo and show everybody how it works, because I believe in your product and I know it can help people if they're serious about increasing their credit score and protecting their privacy.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and log into a test account. Now, this test account actually does not have Privacy Master in it. We do have to log into like actual accounts for that. But I can still show you, screenshots of it and how it looks. But basically, inside of this test account, I want to walk you through the credit building tools first, and then more the privacy features. Because here's the thing, right? If you have bad credit, you are not really a target to thieves and all these people out there. Once you build your credit, you need to protect it. So we've got all the tools in one place where you build your credit, then you come down here, you protect your credit, and we remove you from people that are selling your information. So you're really building and protecting, and this is why this is really a tool. Not that you just use once. It's a tool that you sign up for, you build your credit, and then you maintain so that you're safe, right? So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is the Scoreboards feature. This is the one where you can get your credit, you can add points to your credit score really fast just by using your credit cards, right? So if you've got credit cards, this particular feature is going to work really well. So what we see here, this test account, they owe $15,000 in credit card debt. Let's say I don't have that much money to pay on my cards next month, but let's say I have $4,000. Well, what Scoreboost is going to do is it's going to show you which cards to pay, by when, so you can see here when I should pay them, and then it's going to tell me how many points my score is going to go up if I follow that plan. And so depending on my budget, I just move the dial, the plan is saved, and then I just follow the plan. We know when each financial institution is going to update your score, so you want to have the lowest amount possible on those cards when that is updated, so that you're using the best credit utilization ratio that you have.
That's really good. And whenever I was logging into my own account, I noticed that it does share with you what the utilization rate should be. It looked like they wanted it to be sub 12%. And in previous videos that I've created about credit scores, I really talk about the importance of trying to keep it less than 10. Why? just because it's easy to say, okay, I have a $15,000 revolving credit line. How much should I not go over? Well, ideally, not more than $1,500 to keep your credit score pristine. I really appreciate what you were showing there a moment ago, and you have it highlighted. Well, you're playing with it at the moment, but hey, it's all good. This is a fun, interactive tool. It's like a gamified experience. It's really
Exactly.
amazing this way. So with that 8-3 that you're showing where it says plus 6 points and 33 days at the bottom left there, our pictures are kind of over it at the moment. Yeah, so I think that's really cool because it tells you when the credit score is going to get updated and how much you should be paying and what the impact is to your credit score. That is one of the coolest things to me about ScoreMaster. And before I was a realtor and I was really working super hard on my credit, I would have loved to have something like this. This is something that all
So
those
much
other
easier.
people don't give you or
Yeah.
make it as fun to use. So thank you guys for doing that, by the way.
Yeah, and ultimately too, if you're gonna spend a lot of money, it tells you, hey, make sure you pay it off, or it's gonna cost you this many points. Or let's say someone steals your identity, this is what it's gonna cost you if they go up and run up a bunch of credit cards in your name.
Ouch.
This
That's
is
it.
why you need the protection as well.
Yeah.
So that's that's a tool. If you have credit cards, this is something that if you follow it, you can get results very quickly. There's another tool though, so there's only so much we can do there, right? You can see here I've got plus 78 points there. I've got another plus 90 here, and so this is more for like credit reporting errors and things like that on your credit report. So if I go to take an action, it's gonna walk me through a bit of a tutorial, which I'm gonna go into a little bit quickly here. You guys can, once you in your account, you can see this, but it'll give you an overview of what's helping your score, and then also what is hurting your score. Now, this is where most places where you can check your credit score are going to stop. They just say, hey, like here's your stuff, like, but here's some advice as to what you can do. You still have to go do it all yourself. It's up to you just to send letters and figure out what to do, what to say, or hire someone to do it. So both can either be time consuming or expensive. It just depends. With us, you can actually keep going, and we are actually going to send those letters to your creditors to communicate for you on your behalf, depending on what the issue is. So in this case, my creditor is Citibank. And let's say, so I've got a 30, 60, 90 day late. Let's say that was ID theft. I would just click that and then I would send that to the creditor. They review it, they approve it. They can remove this off my report. By law, they've got 30 days to respond to you. And they also have to notify the 3 bureaus if this is something that they, agree to do. That's one thing. Maybe let's say I was 90-day late and I just want a goodwill correction. Well, I can request that. And we've got a lot of pre-written reasons as to what you might want to say. You can add to it, or you can create your own reason. And then when I hit next and I hit confirm mail delivery, what we're going to do is we're going to send either a fax or physical letter to the creditor. So there is a physical letter that is being sent. Online disputes are not very effective. And basically, that is it. Like, we're doing all the work for you. So all you had to do is push a button and we're sending this letter on your behalf.
That's really cool. So let me ask you this. I'm signed up with ScoreMaster, obviously. I use the product personally. That's why we're here having this live stream right now, or at least making this video together now to share with everyone. I believe in the product and I know it can help people if they choose to work this. What my curiosity is, since you're sending a physical letter out, is how much is that going to cost a person that's filing a dispute using the action button you just mentioned?
Nothing. It's included in their monthly price.
Wait, so if they sent 20 letters out, it's
It's
going to cost them $0 for the price of their membership on a monthly basis. Did I hear you right?
That's right.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So you heard it from Hamina, so if they tell you something different, say, no, click this video, send it to Hamina, and she'll make sure it gets straight.
That's why this is it's like the best kept secret, because it's very inexpensive and it does a lot. Like, there's other places charging a lot more for a lot less.
Yeah, and I know that when we talked about the prices, and I was like, okay, yeah, someone else talking about credit score program, yeah. Well, he wasn't too interested, but we started talking. You showed it to me. I agreed to hop on a call with you. We talked about it. You showed me how it worked. I signed up for my own account, and I started believing in the power, is what it came down to. And it made it so easy. It's just so interactive, so gamified experience. And to me, with all the bright, beautiful colors, maybe I just like, beautiful colors. I don't know. but to me, it makes it pop. It makes it easy to understand and to read. And then with simple to use in platform, all in one platform, right?
Exactly.
That to me is amazing because you can take the action right there. You can view or change your plan. You can watch everything at one dashboard. That right there alone to me is worth hundreds of dollars a month, if not maybe that's crazy, but let's say it's worth like $75 or something a month, and you guys are so much less than that, like 2/3 less. It's amazing.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, so now let me show you. So those are the credit building tools. Let me show you basically the ones that are going to be more for like, maintaining and protecting. So won't go into this one too much here, but this is $1 million of identity fraud insurance. It covers not just you, but also your family that lives with you in your household. So everybody's covered, and it shows you that there's zero deductible. It covers if you have a problem with like bank savings, lines of credits, cash out of pocket expenses on covering your identifications, driver's license, passport, all this kind of stuff. You call this number if you have any problems. So there's that. The other thing, this is really important. So you want credit monitoring constantly, right? So that you know if any new accounts were opened in your name. Because if we go back into here, we know that if somebody runs up a credit card bill on us, we're going to lose a ton of points, right? So that's something that everyone should just have, especially in today's day and age with all the data breaches and everything that happens. But what I really love, once I come down here, oops, asking me to log back in. Once I come back here, I can put in all my financial accounts in one place. So it's really all in one. It's credit, it's finances, it's protection. And what's important here, because this is probably the most common and prevalent type of fraud that there is just people stealing your personal credit card numbers and putting charges on your current credit cards, right? I've had that happen, and the way that I was able to stop fraud as it was happening is because I get the email alerts and the text alerts from here to tell me, hey, is this your transaction? So anything, you can set your limits, but I have mine set at 100. So any transaction over $100, I get an email and a text message. So I can always verify that it's me making those charges. When it's not, this happened recently. My credit card company didn't tell me about, they didn't think it was fraud basically. And I saw that I was not making those charges. So I called right away. I canceled the card, stopped the fraud as it was happening, only because I had this. If I didn't have this, I would have found out 2 months later when I finally log into my account and wonder why it's so high.
Yeah, no kidding. So I want to back up for a moment, because is this still ScoreMaster that we're inside right now with the money manager and the fraud guard there, right?
Yep.
So this is more than just a credit score tool. This
Absolutely.
is like an all-in-one financial platform, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
I think that's a really good way of looking at it, because everything is in one house. You know, we don't see money managers too often, and you got to pay additional $30 a month or so fees for those. I know, like Intuit, for example, not knocking them or anything, use them, of course, but it's like $30-something a month.
Yeah.
And this is all inside this account. This is pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's all included. It's all, it's probably honestly too low of a price. So
hey, don't tell any other executives higher than you that. Let's keep it low. Let's keep it relevant, in case just to prime your mind again. Hey, inflation is high, right? Home prices are off the charts, and interest rates are just jumping off everywhere, right? So let's keep the price of this low and put the power and enable people with financial empowerment with a powerful tool that's going to set them up.
Absolutely. The consumer is already having enough inflation, enough issues. Their cash is just eroding away. So there's no need to make it worse. This is to help you. This is to help you save money, be protected, be on top of your finances. So yeah. The other thing too that is included in your account, that's not an extra fee, is you can get your 3 bureau report and scores once a month. It does updates. So when you log in, you can see all 3, and then if you need to keep continuously monitor that, you're getting that in there as well.
But is that like an add-on fee? What does that cost?
No, it's included.
Oh, you can order your 3 bureau report.
Yeah, 1 per month. If you order more than that, then there is a fee. But I don't really think you need more than 1 per month. So
Well, that's pretty cool because I remember back in the day, and maybe I'm dating myself here, there was the annual credit report and you get one free per
yeah, you get
year.
one free per year. Yeah,
Per year.
yeah.
So to be able to do that every month is just like, that's why I had to ask, if there was any additional add-on fees.
And that just goes back into, the monitoring of your credit report and, in all the three bureaus, because you don't know, one might be off. So we show you that very easily. It's an easy to digest type of, interface. And that way you're staying on top of these things. So that way it doesn't fly past you, because fraud, especially in hard times, fraud tends to go up. It doesn't go down. So.
Unfortunately, yeah, people do. Yeah, people do some very awful things sometimes. Yeah. So I appreciate that. What are we looking at now?
That's your three bureau report and score. So you've got two different views that you see: TransUnion, Experience, Equifax. You can see all your accounts here. If I want to go to the other view, I can do that. Just depends on what's easier on the eye for you. This one pretty much tells you a little bit easier on your eyes, like which ones are off. You can see here if they're not matching or what's going on. So that's a credit reporting error. That's something that you would send, a letter about.
Well, this is super cool stuff. So it makes it super easy to take actions, to remedy issues or fix issues on the credit report. So that's pretty cool. You guys are sending the letters to everybody. You're making things happen. And I think this is a really cool tool. And look, I think I'm kind of skeptical about certain things. So to me, I was like, I got to try it before I make a video with anybody about it, because
As you should.
if I don't trust it, then I'm not going to share this with, the people that come and watch my channel, because they're the reason that I do this channel. They're the reason that I make this content. It's all for them, to empower them and to help them. So if I don't use it myself, I'm not going to ever suggest it or recommend it. And you guys just made it easy to do that. Now, I know the one feature that you said that's not in the demo that you were in is that Privacy Master feature.
Yes, what I can do.
A grand total of like $0. It was like less than 2 minutes to set up. And I was, my jaw hit the floor. I got a lump in my stomach, and I got really dizzy when I saw 19 entities selling my personal information, just keeping it real. So that is something that I think realistically should probably be added onto it, since it's free anyways. So if you do want to try it out, I put a link in the description of this video. All you got to do is take a look at it. If it's right for you, cool. If it's not, then that's fine too. But it's available to you as a way to help you be able to get up to the average score 61 points in 20 days. So you have that ability to improve everything if you work the system.
Absolutely. I was trying to pull up the video I have for Privacy Master, but so we could show it.
Okay.
Yeah, because on the test accounts, it's not available. It is a newer feature, but it is included in your accounts.
One of the things that was cool about that too, I know that you're looking for that, and look, this doesn't have to be like one and done. If we need to come back and do this again, hey, you're always welcome. Super cool peeps. That being said, one thing that I noticed inside of my account with ScoreMaster is, just like you guys are mailing letters to the different bureaus to dispute something, right? To fix an error. Well, the really cool thing is that it was just as easy to start hitting remove from all of those people that are using my stuff that shouldn't be using my stuff.
Exactly. So this shows you basically how that works on mobile. You find yourself, you hit remove, and then what we do, just in the back end, just like we're sending the letter communication, right? In the back end, we're going to the sites, and then we're having you removed, or requesting your information be removed from that site. So, and then you'll get a list of all the ones that you've requested and what the pending status of it is.
Well, that's super cool, and thank you for showing us that. And are there any other features that you want us to discuss today?
No, that is everything. That is everything that is in there, and that's all we got for now.
That's all we have for now. So again, if you guys want to take a look, see if it's right for you, there's a link in the description of this video. Please feel free to take a look at it. And I really appreciate you hanging in there with us throughout this video. I appreciate you, Hamina, for coming on and sharing this information and doing a live demo for everyone. So thank you for that. And other than that, that's a wrap on this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime, I'm sending you positive vibes. Everything goes your way.